The late 15th and early 16th centuries marked a period of unprecedented maritime exploration, driven by the allure of the unknown and the promise of untold riches from the East. This era, known as the Age of Exploration, witnessed European powers venturing far beyond familiar shores, seeking new trade routes and expanding their vast empires. Among these intrepid explorers, Ferdinand Magellan stands out, a Portuguese navigator driven by an audacious dream to circumnavigate the globe and prove its spherical nature to the world. Magellan's vision was not merely a feat of seamanship, it was a testament to human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding. His voyage, fraught with peril and uncertainty, would challenge long-held beliefs and reshape our understanding of the world and its vast oceans. This essay delves into the life and voyages of Ferdinand Magellan, exploring his early life, the challenges he faced, and the enduring legacy of his extraordinary journey across the seas. From the bustling ports of Portugal to the uncharted waters of the Pacific, Magellan's story is one of unwavering determination and the insatiable human thirst for discovery and adventure. His expedition, a testament to courage and resilience, would forever alter our perception of the planet, paving the way for a new era of global exploration, trade, and interconnectedness among nations. Ferdinand Magellan, born Fernão de Magalhães in Portuguese, entered the world around 1480 in the northern Portuguese town of Sabrosa. This small town, nestled in the rugged landscape of northern Portugal, would be the starting point for a life that would eventually span the globe and alter the course of history. His family, members of the Portuguese nobility, provided him with an upbringing steeped in the maritime traditions of Portugal. The Magalhães family, though not among the wealthiest, held a respectable position in society, which afforded young Ferdinand access to education and the stories of seafaring adventures that were the lifeblood of Portuguese culture at the time. From a young age, Magellan was exposed to the tales of exploration and discovery that permeated Portuguese society. These stories, often told by returning sailors and merchants, painted vivid pictures of distant lands, exotic spices, and the promise of wealth and glory. They ignited a spark in the young boy, fostering a deep-seated curiosity and a yearning to explore the unknown. Portugal, during this period, was at the forefront of maritime exploration, with Vasco da Gama's recent discovery of a sea route to India igniting a national fervor for exploration and trade. The success of da Gama and other explorers not only brought immense wealth to Portugal, but also established it as a dominant maritime power. This era of exploration was marked by a relentless pursuit of new trade routes and territories, driven by both economic interests and a spirit of adventure. Magellan's fascination with the sea led him to Lisbon, the heart of Portugal's maritime ambitions. In Lisbon, he was surrounded by the bustling activity of the harbor, where ships from all over the world docked, bringing with them goods, stories, and knowledge. This vibrant environment further fueled his passion for exploration and his desire to be part of Portugal's grand maritime endeavors. He joined the Portuguese Navy as a young man, honing his navigational skills and gaining valuable experience on voyages to India and Africa. These early expeditions were crucial in shaping his understanding of the sea and the complexities of long-distance navigation. They also exposed him to the harsh realities of maritime life, including the dangers of uncharted waters, the challenges of maintaining a crew, and the intricacies of international trade. During these expeditions, Magellan witnessed firsthand the lucrative spice trade that flourished in the East, fueling his desire to find a westward route to the Spice Islands, or the Moluccas as they were then known. The spices from these islands were highly prized in Europe, commanding exorbitant prices and driving the economies of many nations. Magellan's encounters with the spice trade deepened his understanding of its significance and solidified his ambition to discover a new route that could potentially revolutionize global trade. This ambition would become the driving force behind his life's work and lead him on a path that would change the course of history. Magellan's vision of a westward route was not just about finding a new way to the Spice Islands. It was about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and expanding the horizons of what was possible. His determination to achieve this goal would see him face numerous challenges and setbacks, but it would also earn him a place in the annals of history as one of the greatest explorers of all time. However, Magellan's path to realizing his dream was not without its obstacles. The life of an explorer was fraught with difficulties, from the physical dangers of the sea to the political and financial hurdles on land. Magellan's journey was no exception, and he encountered numerous challenges that tested his resolve and ingenuity. Despite his service and experience, Magellan found his proposals for a westward expedition repeatedly rejected by the Portuguese court. The court, focused on the established and profitable eastern route, was reluctant to invest in what they saw as a risky and uncertain venture. This rejection was a significant setback for Magellan, but it also highlighted the conservative nature of the Portuguese establishment and their reluctance to deviate from proven paths. The Portuguese, having established a lucrative eastern route to the Spice Islands, saw little incentive in financing a risky and unproven westward venture. The eastern route, with its established networks and guaranteed profits, was seen as the safer and more reliable option. This focus on the east left little room for the kind of bold and innovative thinking that Magellan's westward proposal required. This rejection, however, did not deter Magellan, but rather fueled his determination, leading him to seek patronage elsewhere. Undeterred by the setbacks, Magellan's resolve only grew stronger. He began to look beyond Portugal's borders, seeking support from other nations that might be willing to take a chance on his ambitious plan. This quest for patronage would eventually lead him to Spain, where he would find the backing he needed to embark on his historic voyage.
Undeterred by the Portuguese rejection, I turned my sights towards Spain, Portugal's main rival in maritime exploration. The rejection from my homeland was a bitter pill to swallow, but it only fueled my determination. I knew that Spain, with its ambitious spirit and hunger for new territories, would be more receptive to my grand vision. I believed that by sailing westward, I could reach the Spice Islands by crossing the Americas, a continent yet to be fully comprehended by Europeans. The idea of navigating through uncharted waters and discovering new lands was both daunting and exhilarating. I was convinced that the riches of the Spice Islands were within reach and that a westward route would not only be feasible but revolutionary.
Magellan's proposal, though audacious, resonated with the Spanish crown. The Spanish monarchy, always on the lookout for opportunities to expand their influence and wealth, found Magellan's plan intriguing. His reputation as a seasoned navigator and his unwavering confidence in his plan made a compelling case. King Charles I of Spain, eager to challenge Portuguese dominance in the east and claim a share of the lucrative spice trade, saw potential in Magellan's ambitious plan. The king understood that controlling a direct route to the Spice Islands would not only bring immense wealth, but also elevate Spain's status as a global maritime power.
In 1518, Magellan presented his proposal to the Spanish court, arguing that a westward route to the Spice Islands, while challenging, would be shorter and more profitable than the Portuguese route around Africa. He emphasized the strategic advantage Spain would gain by establishing a new trade route, bypassing the long and perilous journey around the Cape of Good Hope. He based his claim on recent discoveries by other explorers, suggesting the existence of a strait or passage through South America. This hypothetical passage, later known as the Strait of Magellan, was believed to be the key to unlocking the western route to the Spice Islands. Magellan's extensive knowledge of previous voyages and his meticulous research lent credibility to his proposal.
Intrigued by the prospect of claiming new lands and riches for Spain, King Charles I agreed to finance Magellan's expedition, providing him with a fleet of 5 ships. The king's support was a significant endorsement, reflecting his belief in Magellan's vision and the potential rewards of the expedition, and provisions for a 2-year journey. The preparation for the voyage was meticulous, with careful attention to the supplies and equipment needed for such an ambitious undertaking. The fleet, consisting of the Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and Santiago, was equipped with the best navigational tools and provisions to sustain the crew through the unknown. Magellan's shift of allegiance from Portugal to Spain was not merely a pragmatic decision, it was a testament to his unwavering belief in his vision. His determination to prove the world's spherical nature and find a new route to the east was a driving force that transcended national loyalties. Magellan's bold move was a gamble, but one he was willing to take for the sake of discovery and progress. Facing rejection in his homeland, he dared to seek support from a rival power, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to proving the world's spherical nature. His persistence in the face of adversity and his willingness to challenge the status quo were qualities that set him apart as a visionary explorer and finding a new route to the east. Magellan's journey was not just about reaching the Spice Islands. It was about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and expanding the horizons of exploration. His expedition would pave the way for future explorers and change the course of history. This bold move marked the beginning of a journey that would forever etch Magellan's name in the annals of exploration. His legacy as a pioneer of maritime exploration and his contributions to our understanding of the world continue to inspire generations of adventurers and explorers. On September 20th, 1519, Magellan's fleet of 5 ships, the Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and Santiago, set sail from Sanlúcar de Barrameda in southern Spain, embarking on a voyage into the unknown. This marked the beginning of one of the most ambitious and perilous expeditions in the history of exploration. The expedition, comprised of approximately 270 men from various nationalities, carried with them a mix of excitement and trepidation. These men, hailing from different corners of Europe, were united by a common goal and the promise of untold riches. They were about to embark on a journey fraught with dangers, from treacherous seas and uncharted waters to the possibility of encountering hostile natives. The fear of the unknown loomed large over the crew as they ventured into territories that had never been mapped or explored by Europeans, and the unknown perils of a world yet to be fully mapped. The maps they carried were incomplete, filled with speculative passages and vast blank spaces. The primary objective of the expedition was clear: to find a westward sea route to the Spice Islands, breaking the Portuguese monopoly on the lucrative spice trade. The Spice Islands, known today as the Maluku Islands in Indonesia, were the source of highly prized spices such as cloves, nutmeg, and mace.
My plan involved navigating the Atlantic Ocean, finding a passage through the Americas, and sailing across the Pacific Ocean to reach the Spice Islands. This was a monumental task, as the Pacific Ocean was the largest and least known of the world's oceans. This was a bold and risky plan, as the existence of a passage through the Americas was still a matter of speculation, and the Pacific Ocean, at that time, remained a vast and uncharted expanse. The crew had no idea what lay ahead, and the uncertainty added to the tension and anticipation.
Despite the challenges ahead, Magellan remained steadfast in his belief that a westward route to the Spice Islands was achievable. His conviction was rooted in his extensive knowledge of navigation and his unwavering determination. His determination, combined with his navigational skills and the spirit of adventure that fueled his crew, propelled the expedition forward into the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. The journey was not just a test of their physical endurance, but also of their mental fortitude.
The voyage, however, would soon test the limits of human endurance and challenge the very notion of the known world. The crew faced storms, scurvy, and the ever-present threat of mutiny. Yet their resolve remained unbroken as they sailed further into the unknown, driven by the hope of discovering new lands and riches.